начал. И как обычно. Всё.
Чё?
Нужно на инфу. Так. Так, ну, тонковато мне. Ук. Обычный.
For one, am grateful, Mrs. Bush, that they are finally bringing civilization to this savage land.
I could not agree with you more, my dear. My daddy settled this land, and I know he'll be looking down on us, pleased at how we help the natives.
Yes, they've lost their land, but they've gained access to heaven.
But Father, do you mean unless an innocent receives communion, they're destined to go to hell? That hardly seems fair.
What I mean to say, Jenny, is that there is a great deal of difference between an innocent and a savage.
I never thought of it that way.
Yes, they lived like animals, but they're happier now.
Not only do people now have motor cars, Father, but I heard that pretty soon we will be able to fly.
No, only angels can fly, Jenny.
No, apparently people can fly. Didn't you hear? Out in Kansas, a man even got a car to fly.
I hardly think so, Jenny.
Apparently. Mr. Johns wants to run for governor, which is why he's so concerned with cleaning up the state.
Nate Johns.
Yes.
His family is nothing but hillbilly trash that came here after the war. I don't want to be judgmental, but this state should not be ruled by such a disgusting family. A family without class.
Apparently, the Johns family have made a lot of money, and he has a lot of friends in politics.
Mrs. Bush, money isn't everything. There are many things that money cannot buy.
It seems that money can buy voters, though.
What you must remember, my dear, is that we have been brought here to spread the word. And the word and civilization, they are the same thing. They are the gifts. It is the opportunity we have, the chance to live among people who are decent and who do not kill each other. And who let you worship in peace.
It's so confusing, Father. Sometimes I find it impossible to make the distinction between a loving act and a hateful one. I mean, they often seem to be the same thing.
Yes, Jenny, it is confusing. But you only have to ask me if you need help.
Indeed.
Well, here we are, Mrs. Bush. Armadillo.
А это точно ремастер? Кажется, все так и выглядело.
Есть какие-то сомнения?
Где-то и так. И оригинал вроде так же хорошо выглядел. А где семья? Мы уехали из своего дома. У нас законники вообще куда-то отправили. Ой, брат, все нормально. Что у вас здесь происходит? И... Пать пошел. Да, ну он встает, идет. Даем должно. Автопилот activated.
Упал, вставай. Встал, упай.
Ой, это не тот случайно дед?
Какой, который с подагром?
А, нет, это не тот, похож просто.
Чай, я просто пройду и включусь.
They ain't my friends, but pleased to meet you, Jake.
I got the horses saddled up and ready out front.
Блять, это все тут падает.
You ain't gonna find sturdier horses than these in all of New Austin. Take it slow on the way out of town. No need to kick up a lot of dust.
Here!
Whoa. So it's Fort Mercy you want to visit?
That's right.
Ain't taking nobody up to the fort in a long time. Strange place for a decent fella to want to visit, if you don't mind me saying.
Who said I was a decent fella?
It's been abandoned for years now. Folks say it was built during the Mexican War. What kinds of soldiers around back then?
Why'd they leave?
Well, I ain't entirely sure. I heard they had to go up north to fight Indians, or maybe they got tired of being soldiers and went looking for gold. You know how things is. So what are you doing up at the fort?
I'm looking for an old friend.
Well, like I says, you ain't gonna find many folk around those parts these days. Those you do fight are about as sociable as an ulcerated back tooth. I mean, I ain't one to judge a man by the company he keeps, but...
Well, he ain't been friends for a long time.
Are you planning on spending any time in Armadillo, Mr. Marston?
I doubt it. I ain't planning on staying very long.
Well, if you're fixing for some female company, you can do a lot worse than Armadillo. Fine as cream gravy they are. Not like Steve's Landon. Dang, those girls ain't even fit for a drinking man to hole up with.
I'm a married man, I'm afraid.
Ain't we all? Yeah, so it was the marshal who hired me. Lee Johnson, do you know him?
I think I heard his name.
Says he got a telegram from some Blackwater big bugs asking for a guide. I guess it's none of my business.
That's right.
You ain't very talkative, are you?
Nope.
I'm just chewing the dog, mister. It's how I am. I don't mean nothing by it.
Trust me. There's things you better off not knowing.
Далековато камера, мне кажется.
Damn coyotes. What a waste of good meat. Almost there, Mr. Marston. Just over this hill. Yeah.
Whoa!
Listen, mister. This here's what's left of Fort Mercer. Some gang rode in and took the place over.
So I understand.
This is where we part ways, friend. You have yourself a good time.
Come on.
Опять.
Bill! Bill, I've come for you! Bill Williamson! Come out here right now!
Go away now, John. Don't make me kill you.
Nobody needs to kill anyone, Bill.
You must think I was born yesterday. You always did think I was an idiot.
That ain't fair, Bill. You were as my brother. I've come to try to save you.
Oh. Do I look like I need saving?
Bill, please. They want to kill us all. I can help you.
Well, you never tried to save me before. You only seemed to save yourself.
Bill, I implore you think about this.
You implore me? You implore me. You always were one for fancy words. Oh. Well, things are different now, John. Now I'm in charge! No more Dutch! And no more you. Implores. I implores you to go back and tell them to send someone just a little bit more impressive next time.
Well?
Oh. Poor Jim.
Нечестно так.
Что такое?
Застрелили.
Ни за что, ни про что.
Ага. Стоял, общался. Даже за порог не пустили.
Аккорд.
Well, you're alive.
So it would seem.
So, how do you feel?
I don't know the polite word for it.
I do. Stupid is the word we use around here. What were you doing?
I was doing something stupid.
Well, you'll be okay. Once you didn't die, the doctor said you'd be fine. He got the bullets out a couple days ago.
Good.
It cost us $15.
I'm sorry, madam. Should have left me there to die.
Did you want to die? I mean, was that it? Was that why you went straight out to Fort Mercer and picked a fight with the worst bandit in the county? To die, Mr.
Mr. Marston. John Marston.
Bonnie McFarlane. Miss Bonnie McFarlane.
Well, you may be right, Miss McFarlane. I don't know.
Huh. So what were you doing?
Just trying to give Mr. Williamson a chance. For old time's sake.
You know Bill Williamson?
Knew him. Long time ago.
Well, what was he like?
Dumb.
Just like you.
Thank you, miss. See my hat?
I have. And, what will you do now?
Now I'm gonna take my time and go after him the less kind way.
Well, that sounds very fun, Mr. Marston. Quite heroic, just like in those penny dreadfuls my brother used to read. Meanwhile, if you'll excuse me, I've got a ranch to run. Of course, if you're feeling better, why not take a ride with me later? Help me patrol the perimeter. You can earn back some of that money we wasted on doctor's bills.
Of course. And thank you for saving my life, I mean.
Next time, Mr. Marston, I strongly recommend you don't try to lose it quite so earnestly.
I'll bear that in mind.
Так, лутать что-то можно? Нет, ладно. А, следы остаются. А какой у меня домик?
Я могу пока посмотреть. Я еще не закончила.
Mr. Marston, back in the land of the living, I see.
Figured it's about time I started paying back that $15.
I sure can use an extra pair of hands around here. Let's see if we can get you back in the saddle. There's the foreman's office. It's also where we lock up good-for-nothing outlaws, such as yourself.
I'm happy enough with my current quarters right now, Miss McFarlane.
Hop on up. He won't bite. Yeah! Come on, time for you to see what a real ranch looks like.
Так, ай. Читы есть.
To your right is the general store. You won't find Parisian high fashion, but it's good for the essentials.
Very convenient. I don't think I've ever seen a ranch with its own store before.
And here's the corral. This one's for the horses. What do you think?
I'm no expert, but it certainly looks like a fine corral.
I suspect you've stolen more horses than you've broken.
Now, where'd you get such an idea?
First impressions are hard to erase. That's the train
Водичку
station.
попил.
Things
Пикать.
sure have changed since the line finally got finished, bringing in all sorts of new folk like yourself.
Is that such a bad thing?
Change is only good when it makes things better.
Вполне собой повторяю.
Come on, boy.
На тебя рассказываю. Что я жопу потрясла? Какая ж красота.
That's the barn over there. Paul built it himself when I was just a little girl. And here we are, back at the house. Let's stop for a while before we head out on patrol.
You'll get no complaints from me, Miss McFarland.
Come on, this is the only chance you're gonna get to rest. How about a cold drink, Mr. Marston?
Thank you, ma'am. Getting shot then riding a horse seems to take it out of you. I could use a rest.
Sure. Come on in. I'll show you the house and then you can sit for a while.
Thank you.
Mr. Marston,
Miss McFarland.
remember me telling you about the trouble we've been having with rustlers and other undesirables?
I do?
Will you help me keep watch on the property line this evening?
Sure.
I want to see just who is trespassing on our land.
This is a fine weapon.
Come, let's head out. The country is really beautiful at around this time. We'd best get moving. This is a dangerous time of night for us. Let's go. Keep your eyes open and try not to get yourself shot again.
Ну,
Thank you,
лошади
Mr.
мышцы
Marston.
проделаны.
I feel a lot happier
Нормально
someone's
сделали.
along with me.
I feel a lot happier now I got a rifle.
Well, with your trigger
То есть
itch
его
and my
нажимает,
feminine
сокращает.
intuition, we should
Такое.
make quite a team. I don't believe it. Those damn rabbits are back. Give me a hand with them, will you? Easy now. Come on then. Time to put that bloodlust of yours to good use.
Хорошо,
You got one.
кролик.
Better at shooting rabbits than outlaws, I see. Nice shooting. That's it. Kill those little varmints.
Так, а можно? Нет.
Thank you, Mr. Marston. Looks like we'll be having rabbit stew tomorrow. Let's mount up and patrol the rest of the property. We should keep moving. There's still a ways to go. not the rustlers stealing our cattle, it's the rabbits stealing our crops.
It ain't never easy living off the land like this. Maybe you should move to a big city. Become a lady of leisure.
Look out! Coyotes! Shoot them before they get to the animals. Whoa! Hurry! I think they're going straight for the chicken coop.
Come on.
Бля, куру спиздил.
Осуждаем всем курятникам.
Где он бегает?
Looks like that was the last of the coyotes. Just a shame we had to lose any of the chickens. Let's go. I'll take you back to your room. You know, you can actually handle a rifle.
It's something I've had a little experience in.
Maybe Bill Williamson did get lucky after all.
Luck didn't really come into it, miss.
You're a useful man to have around the ranch, that's for sure. But don't think I've forgotten what brought you here. We'll do whatever we can to help you.
I sure appreciate that, Miss McFarland.
This is you, Mr. Marston.
Easy.
Thank you for your help, Mr. Marston. Makes me kind of happy I saved your life. Get some sleep and I will see you in the morning.
Good night, Miss McFarland.
Кстати, я заметил, что игра не сохраняется.
Угу.
Я так понимаю, она сохраняется только в постели. Автосохранение здесь не работает.
Ага.
Поэтому надо не забывать при выходе.
Угу.
Зачилить. Так, сохранить. Сохранить. Так. Да. Я же нажал туда, почему я должен быть не уверен? Так, открыть ящик. А что по костюмам? Есть еще какие? 17 костюмов тут есть. Опа, это первый классный наряд. До этого возможность играть в покер с ставкой. Костюм.
Как удача, почти.
Бля, какой. Постричься бы
Джон
еще.
Марстон.
Так, что на лошади? На лошади какой-то? Ой, 3.
Блэквотер далеко. Так что убери лошадь. Или где? Куда?
Ну так боньки. Куда-нибудь пёхом.
Сейчас я прошла сюжетку. Нортгарда.
Всё, да?
Ну, сюжетка, да.
Oh, Mr. Marston. How are you doing today?
I'm well, Miss McFarland. Thank you. How are you?
Well, I'm fine. Thank you. So, how are your ribs?
Fine. A little sore, but apart from a couple
Блин,
extra
это ж та,
scars,
которую мы
it'll
в
be as
горах
nothing
тогда
happened.
спасли или нет?
Good. Come in, come
Она
in.
нас не знает.
You know, you never
Да?
did tell me how you
Ладно.
met that Bill Williamson or what you
Просто
wanted
похоже
from
очень.
him.
No, miss, I did not.
Well, why not, if you don't mind me asking?
I certainly don't mind you asking if you don't mind me not telling. See, it's a complicated and somewhat pathetic tale, and by telling you, not only would I be putting your life in danger, but also threatening the lives of some people that I hold very dear.
Well, I apologize if I seem to be prying.
And I apologize for my reticence. Hope you believe me when I say that it's simply out of respect for you.
Of course, Mr. Marston. I understand that a city dweller such as yourself likes to have some exotic secrets, so us country folk are impressed.
I'm no city man, miss.
Yeah, but I saw you get on the train at Blackwater. You with those gentlemen in bowler hats?
I'm still no city man.
But I bet you can't ride, Mr. Marston.
I hate to take money from a lady, miss.
Oh, you won't be. I'll race you right now.
If it makes you happy.
We'll see.
Опять лошадиные гонки.
Блин, может завтра все-таки плечку соберу у матери. Что-то захотелось в РДР поиграть.
Yeah!
How do you do, sir? Whoa there.
Если
On the
проиграю.
count of 3. 3, 2, 1, go! I trust you're not gonna be a gentleman about this.
You don't know me at all, Miss McFarland.
Надо shift постоянно жмакать, а это неудобно.
Why don't I lead the way?
Come on, boys.
Беги! Ай!
Let's go.
А, ну в принципе во второй такая же была. Я просто подзабыл эту систему.
Come on. Yeah.
Call yourself a dangerous outlaw?
Neck and neck, Miss McFarland. Let's go.
You got problems with your spurs?
Come on. Would you like me to slow down? How you doing back there? Come on. Come.
А, кстати, возможно, завтра я все-таки не иду на работу. Но вроде лучше себя чувствовать.
Если тот же рабочий.
Так завтра понедельник, а не вторник.
А. Я все время забываю, что это играть. Такой, как у людей.
Слушай, ну это имба, потому что субботы, как видишь, в последнее время прям это получается такая человечная полдня и все. Наверное, первые пару лет, да, бывало, что прям в субботу, что еще и больше остаешься, чем в обычный день. Так, вроде бы все собрала. Стираться. Дальше.
That was fun.
Sure.
You know, you should go pay the marshal a visit in Armadillo sometime. I'm sure he could help you deal with that nice Mr. Williamson.
Yeah, I might just do that, Miss McFarland.
Наверное, все-таки мы
You do whatever you think best.
вот это
Mr.
постираем.
Сочувствуйте, у кого залипание клавиш стоит.
Да.
Shift тут жмакать надо, будь здоров. Чё, пока мы тут, давай тогда ее ветку продолжим.
Ну да.
Ah, Mr. Marston, how are you?
Good, Miss McFarland. How are you?
I'm well. Would you mind riding with me to Armadillo? I've got to get some supplies and I could do with the company.
Of course.
You can take the reins. It wouldn't do for a terrifying bounty hunter such as yourself to be seen driven around by a woman. Take the driver's seat, come on!
Что ж так умеет?
Хе-хекать. Хе-хекает. чай в офис гоняю, приду.
Давай.
Блин, для меня, кстати, армадило это что-то такое, типа, знаешь, очень сельское и страшное было. Это... А, это уже после эпидемии, получается.
I
Да,
wouldn't
это
bet on
после
it.
эпидемии.
Oh, there's always hope, Mr. Marston. You can't be a rancher in this kind of country if you don't believe that.
An admirable attitude, miss.
I suppose so. I can't think of any other way to stay sane, to be frank. What about you? Have you ever given up hope altogether?
Hope hasn't really entered into it. It's not really something I think about.
A peculiar outlook. I can't really say I understand you.
I can't always say I do either.
Oh, don't be so deliberately enigmatic.
I'm not, miss.
Yes, you are. You are being deliberately obscure as a substitute for having a personality.
I just know there are two theories to arguing with women, and neither one works.
I'm not even going to dignify that gibberish with a response. How are you today? I think it's kind of funny I found you dying on the side of the road and now you're driving me into town.
You have a strange sense of humor.
Well, you must admit, it's an unusual start to a friendship.
I didn't realize we were friends, Miss McFarland.
Oh, please. Now who's being funny? Listen, I know that business with Williamson is your business, but I don't know. You've been good to us, and I don't think you're a bad man. A little stupid, perhaps, but not rotten. I just worry about you gallivanting around these parts like you're some kind of deranged bounty hunter. Like Paul always says, don't go waking snakes.
I appreciate your concern for us lesser mortals, Miss McFarland. I really do. And if there was any other way out, I'd take it. I can assure you of that.
You never did tell me where you live.
I have a small holding up in Great Plains.
A farmer? Yeah, and I'm the Queen of England. And at what point during your day of hunting down outlaws do you find time to raise chickens?
Так,
Only been at it 3 years or so. I guess I'm kind of new to it.
You're telling me? So who's looking after this farm of yours right now?
Uncle. Well, he's not my uncle, as far as I know. Just an old dog who's as lazy as a lizard on a hot day. Kind of fella laboring under the
типа, знаешь,
delusion that
непосредственно убираться не хочу, но что-нибудь мелочь по типу там цветей с удобрениями полить. Вот это можно, вот это хорошо.
Вот это можно, это надо, это нужно.
Да.
To leave in charge of your entire livelihood.
we go way back, and I didn't have a lot of choice.
I'd be getting back there if I was you.
That's what I'm trying to do, miss.
10 миллилитров на литр. Если 10 миллилитров на литр, значит нам нужно 50 миллилитров. Что-то какие-то вайбы поймала, когда я работала на этом, на мандавошковом предприятии. Вот, мы же там табак выращивали.
А.
Ну, зачем? Чтобы это...
Я не спрашивал,
на
зачем.
его...
Я говорю, ну...
Понятно. Ладно. Вот. Чтобы, собственно, его вырастить, там особое освещение было, все дела, и удобрять. Вот, и мы то же самое удобрение использовали с тем же запахом.
Пахает как... Да.
Не вонючее, типа. Ну, своеобразное, но не вонючее. Может, я привыкла, конечно.
Дело привычки, скорее всего.
Ну, оно такое, типа гуматы. Там мочевина немножко еще.
Очень интересно. Приятного аппетита.
А нечего есть. Вы же знаете, что я могу отчебучить еще хуже. Что даже голос скажет фу.
Most important thing for you right now is getting yourself into Dr. Johnson's office to purchase some medicine. First one's on me.
Thank you, miss. I'll pay you back.
I'm sure you shall. Doc's a good fellow. He saved your life, so be polite to him. Meet me in front of the general store when you're done.
not feeling ill, I hope. Need some laudanum?
Dear sir, hello.
You
Так,
need something with
бесплатно.
that gout?
Подать
So
что-то
much to
можно.
buy in this town. Any trouble, let me know.
А, у меня нет бабла, я понял. Так, сумочка.
И цветочек.
Дай лошадь.
Well, thanks for driving me. It was nice to be able to enjoy the view for once.
И цветочек.
And a little company never hurts now and
И
again.
цветочек.
You're more than welcome, miss. Least I can do. Thank you for the medicine.
Why don't you have a look around Armadillo? You can always take the stagecoach back to the ranch later.
I might just do that. Travel safely, miss.
Try not to get yourself shot. I won't be around to save you this time.
Вы можете покупать и арендовать недвижимость. О, как. Понял, но у меня бабла нет. Так, это дилижанс.
Все цветочки попили.
Пятое.
How do you do, sir?
Excuse me.
Hey, hey, you got a visitor.
Shut up, you. And what you want?
My name's John Marston. You wanted to speak to me.
I did?
Apparently so.
Why?
I guess because we're both in the business of the law.
You that fella from the train company?
No, I'm from Fort Mercer.
Fort Mercer? You them, one of them Williamson boys.
Calm down.
Go on, shoot him, mister. Shoot him.
Come on, what, you getting kicked with me, boy?
What's going on here?
I got me one of them Williamson boys.
I got me one of them idiots who give marshals a bad name.
Jonah, put your gun down. You must be the man from Blackwater.
Yes, sir. Listen, that dog ain't too bright, but he seems loyal.
Jonah, get out of here for a minute.
Yes, sir, Mr. Johnson, sir. And you. Oh, I done seen enough of your hide around here, friend.
I think there's some school children down the way you can go and frighten.
Oh, hardy fucking har.
Школы были?
What are you doing here, Mr. Marston? Apart from frightening my
Ну, по идее, да.
deputies.
I'm here to capture or kill Bill Williamson.
Okay.
Can you help me?
He's outside my jurisdiction. He's in the next county. Of course, Bill Williamson and his boys have tended to keep themselves away from my town.
So you're happy to have him out there?
Well, I ain't happy, but I also ain't suicidal. My job is to keep this town safe, not clean up all of these 3 counties. It's hard enough around here.
You know, I hear you speak, and suddenly I'm reminded of how some of the people I respected most in my life had a problem with authority. What's wrong with you?
Well, I'm sure you and your fine friends have enjoyed spending your time running around pursuing noble causes. My cause is to keep this town from turning into a living hell for the folks who live here. Whole world has problems, mister, and I'm here doing what I can.
Why? What's happening?
Right now, I got the railway, the people who pay my salary, trying to get me to turn a blind eye to them burning down settlements up there. I got a bunch of cattle rustlers out near Box Canyon needs shutting down. Not forgetting the gang that keeps murdering homesteaders out in the back country. And I got a bunch of hoods over in the saloon, drunk, threatening to shoot up the whole town. That's all I got today. But it's early yet. Give me a couple more days. There'll be more.
All right, tell you what.
Короче, если что, пиши, я с братаном посижу.
Let's go deal with them hoods in the saloon. Then we'll discuss Williamson.
Okay, boy. You're a persistent little cuss, ain't you?
Only when things matter.
The saloon's this way.
I'm thinking this whole Wild West adventure might have been the wrong decision. I see. Hello.
So who are we looking for?
Bunch of 2-bit hoodlums, led by this fella called Walton. Goddamn road agents who prey on the stages coming in and out of town. Drivers in Armadillo spend more time with their hands in the air than on the reins these days.
And you're happy to let them drink in your saloon?
Happy? No. But the way I figure it, better they're carousing in there than out robbing decent folk.
That's an interesting approach to law enforcement.
I do what I can, Mr. Marston. We ain't the government. There's the dumb rat bastard now. Let's follow him. See what kind of hole he crawls into. Walton's the top screw. Let's get after him. Damn, he's seen it. Come on, don't lose him.
Let's go. If Walton's as bad as you say he is, why don't we just beef him now while we got the chance?
Because that ain't how the law works.
Is that right, Marshal?
And alive, he can still talk.
Doesn't sound like he's a man to be reasoned with.
He ain't. But a few days of my hospitality and he'll be telling me what I need to know. Walton's gang's been growing fast.
Outlawing's easy money for easy work.
Cholla Springs, Gap Tooth Ridge, these boys get around. Walton's a start, but there's plenty more where he came from. Hold up, Marston. He must be at the old Pleasance house. Probably best we take it on foot from here.
Come on, easy up now.
Looks like we got company, boys.
Damn! Take cover! We'll work our way up this hill.
Over here, pussyfoot!
Move up to that wagon on your right. I'll cover you.
Mama!
Behind the crate, Martin. Smoke him up.
You hear me?
Так, мне не хватает сенса.
covered. Watch out for that ass. Now get to that rock. I'll shoot you from space.
Take cover behind the outhouse. Careful, there may be more of them.
I'm gonna make a human Homelander out of you.
Walton's inside the house. Take him alive if you can.
Boy, I'd have preferred him to swing, but I guess beggars can't be choosers.
Так, тело-то надо обыскать. Не успел.
Not a bad shot, Mr. Marston. Why don't you check in with me next time you're in town?
I don't want to be no policeman, Marshal.
Nor did I, my friend. I can promise you that. I'll see you soon, Mr. Marston.
Come on. Yeah.
По баблу-то у нас все плохо.
You want to eat me or rape me?
Опа, а вот и мясо.
What were you eating?
Продажа пойдет.
You stink.
Так и все. Что это? А почему кролл рогатый?
Tough one, ain't you?
Троллени? Чего? Ой, койот опять. Подождите. Надо. Точнее, на сами дают. Так уж и быть.
My name's Cheerful. Very grateful.
What have you got for me?
Так, обойти его тоже.
There's much treasure here. You want map? I retire. Here, take map. You earn it.
I'll happily take this off your hands, my friend.
Карта.
Come on.
Погнали посмотрим, что почем стоит. Аэро, охуели?
Someone might as well have this.
Они уехали. Так, а как нам на второй этаж пробраться? Приобрести 50 баксов. А у нас... А, все, теперь это наш хат. Так. Вернемся к Джону Марстону и сохранить игру. Так, сейчас вернусь, подойду. Я по привычке, привыкший в больших наушниках, начал снимать их вот так вот. Так, сейчас вернусь.
I should have known better than going over my limit. Oh my! This is probably gonna hurt. Rudy got one of them Merkins wigs. Looks like a dead critter. You don't say.
You must purge the evil from among you.
This is gonna be quick.
The angels are coming to Armadillo to separate the wicked from the meek. Give up the whores, the whiskey, and you will be saved.
I'm gonna get to the doctor tomorrow. Innards don't feel right at all.
Turn from evil and be good. Spread his will.
I got so drunk I done soiled my britches. Need to clean them. Well, I'll be.
Repent now before you perish in a lake of sulfur. Send out his angels to destroy you.
She ain't gonna make it with that fever. Makes me sick. Well, I never.
You consult with whores. You covet your neighbor's wife. Repent, and he will curse your enemies. If your name is not written in the book of life, you are cast into the lake of fire.
Hello.
Это что, камера отдаляется? Погнали к...
Take care, lady. There might not be anyone around next time.
А я в розыске, я понял. Бежим.
Let's go! Come on, come on!
Я же помочь хотел, какого хрена? Где мне штраф оплатить теперь? А школа еще не назначена. Еще назначена награда за прошлое. Понял, ладно. Давай оплатим, если бабки есть. Милый, ты очень платный.
Done.
Marshall was sure looking at you this morning.
Howdy.
Hold it!
I'm here to pay my fine.
I see you're above the law. Weather's fitting to change again soon. I can feel it. Go on and run away while you still got the train.
Так, 2 бакса остался. Нормально. Банда Уолтона. Нанесение телесных повреждений. Место кустарниковый причал. 80 баксов. Живьем. 40 за труп. Так, а еще нам надо магаз.
Tough guy, mister? I hope so. We gonna have a showdown. I don't miss, mister. Bear that in mind.
You don't know me, mister.
The only way out for you is down, son. 6 feet down.
Не понял, ну ладно. Какого хера он меня вызвал? Далековато. Ладно.
Let's go. You can't beat Irish Shelton in shooting. I'll bet you money.
У меня денег нет, братан. Давай потом.
I'm taking you in! You or me, friend. You or me. I doubt you'll be needing this.
Чего, обыскать нечего? Чё, охренели совсем?
Much appreciated.
Stay close to Charlie. That's it, run! You coward! I survived a lot of these. This is gonna be your last one.
Чё ты на меня отвёртаешь?
Thank you, kind.
Так. Ага. Сегодня серьезный. Ну да, при такой-то игре. Голодный. Я, по-моему, всегда голодный. Так. Погнали к миссис. А, не-не-не, сначала продать. Побрякушечки. Карта травника. Это что, польверы? Бег, да, тут сразу заметил какой-то такой себе. Так, продать.
All genuine stuff here. Another satisfied customer.
Ну, вот это я купил, я хер его знает, но сейчас поглядим. Карта какая-то.
Mr. Marston, I've been hearing about your plans.
Have you, Miss McFarland?
Yes, from Lee Johnson. To settle here and build a life for yourself.
I'm afraid those aren't my plans. See, I already have a life. Well, I had one, and I'm trying to reclaim it. Or maybe what you could say is I had two, and I'm trying to end one of them so the other can survive.
You do so love to talk in riddles, Mr. Marston. Do you do that, I wonder, as a substitute for having anything interesting to say?
Probably, Miss McFarland.
Oh, call me Bonnie, you fool. Call me
Шапка на скейт, шапка.
Miss McFarland, I'm married. I have a son. I had a daughter, but she died. Years before that, I rode in a gang. We robbed banks, trains, held people ransom. We killed people we didn't like. Bill Williamson was in that gang. Now, if I don't capture my former brother in arms, great harm will befall my family. Now, I don't suppose any of this is very interesting to you, but I hope it explains why I wasn't so eager to talk about it.
No, I do understand. I had no idea. You poor man.
Even in this new country, Memories don't really fade. My father was an illiterate Scot born on the boat into New York. He never saw his homeland, but to hear him talk about it, you'd imagine he only ever ate haggis and wore a kilt. And he hated the English for what they had done to his great-grandparents that he'd never met. People don't forget. Nothing gets forgiven.
That's true, especially when it comes to money. And you know, even now, after all his labors, my father's debts are still terrible. I worry every day about us losing the ranch. It would kill him.
My father died when I was 8 years old. His eyes were, well, let's just say he was blinded in a bar fight south of Chicago. My mother died during childbirth. She was a prostitute and he was her, well, I don't know what he was. So I was sent off to an orphanage and ran away and fell in with a gang.
My word. What a difficult life you've lived.
The leader of the gang taught me how to read, taught me how to see all that was good in the world. He was a great man in a way.
But you killed people.
Sure. And I've suffered for it. And that's the life I left, or tried to leave. Said too much, Bonnie. I'm an uneducated killer, sent here to do all I can do well. Kill a man in cold blood so that another man may do his part to cut crime in an area, and a rich man can be elected governor on the back of these promises.
Civilization is a truly beautiful thing, Mr. Marston. Listen, can you help me?
Well, I can try. What do you need, money?
No, nothing so complicated. I need an extra hand to take out the herd to pasture.
Sure. Point me in the right direction.
Да уж.
Are you ready to learn how to herd some cows? Thank you for telling me all that back there. It must have been hard for you.
Hope you understand now why I've been playing my cards somewhat close to my chest.
I didn't know you had a wife and child. Then again, I don't think I ever asked. They're lucky to have a man like you.
I ain't so sure about that, but thank you.
Good to see you, Miss McFarland.
Whoa there!
That's it. He's got it. Come on. Nice job, Mr. Marston.
Let's go.
Nice and steady.
Keep them together.
Come on, you dumb heifers.
Whoa.
This way! We need to take them out to the pasture!
А ну, давайте.
Let's go. Let's go.
Keep going, Mr. Marston.
All
Так, довольно-таки легко было.
You're not bad with the herd. Ranching might be your true calling, Mr. Marston. Either that, or you were a cow in a past life.
Thank you, Miss McFarland.
I'll see you later. I have work to do back at the ranch.
Come on!
Так, что у нас тут? Погнали до него и до армадилла доедем.
Hop in. I knew you was a soiled dog. Hang on to your artillery. You looking for a haze? Name the spot.
I'm going to Armadillo.
Why don't you just pull that sombrero down and get some shut up?
I just need to close my eyes a minute.
We're stopping for a while. Might as well stretch your leg.
I'm gonna get me a woman. Or a wash. Now you know I don't listen to that jibber jabber.
Appreciate that.
Банда Уильямса, чудо снадобье с Востока. Ага, короче, это все читать можно. Телефонные оргии. Так, и по оружию. Что у нас по оружию?
Jeff Murphy don't put his name to a gun he don't believe in. Browse away.
Алло. Где продавец оружия? Мужик.
Dear sir, hello.
There you go.
Thanks a
Понял.
lot.
Hello there. Back home, the bacon is sweeter than it is out here. Most interesting.
Oh, they took my boy. My boy.
Who did?
He's missing. He's only a youngster. My boy is missing.
Where? Who took him?
Them people in the hills. Them hills near Hanging Rock. They took it.
Can't the police force help you?
Oh, they can't even help themselves. Please, sir. My son is missing. I need your help.
If I find him, I'll bring him back to you.
Ищите мальчика у скал висел. А где эти скалы висели? Ага. Вот скалы висели, а у меня вообще показывают вот сюда. Окей. Далее. Кто это такие? Можно ли их гасить? А, я понял. Блять, сорян. Кто законников вольнул?
Try and stay out of trouble now.
Кондоний. Я думал, им помощь нужна. Вот скала висит. Кстати, а тут где-то у нас... Где-то здесь же должно быть или нет? Камушки какие-то необычные.
There you go. Tough one, ain't you?
Это вообще вон туда куда-то.
Let's go.
Это история нельзя навидать. Участок шериф попозже. Ага, окей, ладно.
Hey, partner.
You won't find anything Jewish made in this
Кроличья
establishment, sir.
лапка, улучшенный лагерь. Так,
I'll be
продать.
honest, I'm kind of overstocked at the moment, sir. Anything else I can do for you? I keep foreign and Jewish-made goods out of my store. Help our American families.
Repent, and you will curse your enemies. You consort with whores. You covet your neighbors.
Nice doing business with you.
Please come again. You know, they're planning on building a railroad southway.
You are sexually immoral.
Банда Уолтон. Уничтожение имущества. Место станция Мерсер. 20 живьем, 10 за труп. А, эта фигня не работает. Ладно.
Let's go. I advise you to hold still, partner. I need to move.
Found that no good piece of dirt. Thank you.
How clumsy of me.
I'll just take care of that for you. Thank you for your business. Hey, how you doing?
Завтра выпустить можем теперь, нет? Пока не надо. Так, тут сохранились. Вот такой вот короткий стримчанский получился. Надеюсь, завтра сделаем большой, потому что дела. Сейчас пока пару дней таких непонятных будет. Поэтому и стримчанские тоже непонятные. Ну, посмотрели. Все пока нравится. Прикольно, красивенько, удобненько. Наконец-таки. Вот. Завтра посмотрим либо РДР-ку, либо Хогвартс продолжим. Хогвартс тоже надо закрывать. Ассасин там на один стрим остался. Поэтому все успеем. Все потихонечку. Надо просто от того отдыхать немножко. Вот. Поэтому сегодня РДР так запустили. Вот. Да, на этом все. Всем хорошего вечера. И покедова.